Do you know how closely related you are to a baboon? Go on. Take a guess. I'll wait for a second or two. But don't take too long. I have things to do. I have to take my wife to the hairdresser. She makes me sit there until she's done, and her hair looks like some sort of Christmas ornament, the kind you would find on a really ugly tree. And I have to listen to all her boring conversations about how Lily's grandson just got into Yale, or how Linda found the most delicious recipe for bread pudding. Dear Lord, I can't bear the thought of it. On second thought, take your time. Perhaps we can drag this out all day and my wife will get a ride with someone else. If only I should be so lucky. Anyway, I suppose we should get back to the baboons. So how closely related are humans and baboons? The answer is 94%. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? Baboons, primarily found in Africa and Arabia, are some of the most intriguing creatures on our planet. Though I'm not quite sure how difficult it is to be considered one of the most intriguing animals. After all, there are a hell of a lot of boring animals out there. Ever watch a sea sponge? Talk about boring. I worked on a video about sea sponges not too long ago. It wasn't my choice, I can assure you. So unbearable was the boredom that I considered throwing myself into traffic, but my hip was hurting that day, so I decided against it. Big mistake. Several weeks in intensive care would have been preferable to talking about sea sponges for hours upon hours. But I digress. Forgive me, baboons are interesting, and sponges suck. Let's leave it at that. Baboons have a diverse diet which includes fruits, seeds and berries. They also like a good muffin every now and again. But let's be honest, who doesn't enjoy a good muffin? Unfortunately, muffins are not easy to come by for the typical baboon. You would really need to live in the woods next to a bakery or grocery store. Then you could raid the garbage cans at night. Or I suppose you could attempt to disguise yourself and go inside posing as a customer. But then again, how would you pay? They won't just give you a muffin. Unless, of course, they gave out free samples. Never mind. Forget it. That is a stupid idea. Stick to the garbage cans. Despite their seemingly herbivorous nature, their diet also includes other animals. That is correct. They eat other animals. Now, don't you go being all judgmental. You like hamburgers, don't you? Of course you do. Hamburgers are delicious. Come to think of it, I'm really starting to get hungry myself. Perhaps we should speed this along. Hurry up now. Pay attention. Baboons are a social species. They live in troops with a dominant male at the helm. Don't get mad at me, ladies. I don't tell them how to live. I just read the script. If you think that females should have a shot at leadership, then take it up with the baboons. I'm staying out of it. I just want to get out of here and grab a cheeseburger. Stop giving me shit about baboon sexual politics. Anyway, let's carry on. Female baboons typically give birth to one offspring at a time. Seems a bit lazy to me. But who am I to judge? On average, baboons have a lifespan of up to 30 years in the wild. I bet it would be considerably less if they were forced to record voiceovers for sponge videos. But whatever. Their daily activities typically include swinging from trees, grooming their fur, and throwing poop at one another. Perhaps they wouldn't have to do quite as much grooming if they stopped throwing the poop. Just a suggestion. I can hardly imagine having to scrape out nuggets of baboon turds from my fur after baking in the hot sun all day. A ghastly thought. I could never be a baboon. Good Lord. Baboons communicate in a distinctive manner. They bark and grunt at one another. Wow, how advanced. You would think that being 94% related to humans, they might be able to cobble together a few words here and there. But apparently that is too much to ask. Lazy bastards refuse to apply themselves, if you ask me. Well, there you have it. Some interesting facts about baboons. All in all, a fairly decent animal, I suppose. Not overly impressive, but certainly not as boring as a sea sponge. Of course, I could do without all the poop throwing. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel if you did. Actually, please subscribe whether you liked it or not. Without sufficient subscribers, I might end up getting fired. Doesn't seem fair, really. I'm not the one who comes up with this stuff. It wasn't my idea to do a video about baboons. I just read this shit. Anyway, please do subscribe. And until next time, happy day.